Yeah, I mean prettiest, ugliest, whatever you want to call it. Sometimes good teams have to win ugly, and so we had to overcome the self-inflicted adversity of the sloppy defense. But it's just kind of really a good lesson of, what it looks like when a team looks to be tentative or, indecisive or whatever. But and then to be able to find a way to rally in the eighth like we did when they just took a breath and played like we're capable of playing. But some big hits today. The Hindy's 2 home runs were huge, especially the one there to tie the game in the eighth. Jack in the 9 hole to go 4 for 4 and turn the lineup over 4 times to get to Cam. Cam with a monster day, 4 RBIs himself, just continues to be such a clutch player. But wasn't our best baseball by any means, but we still found a way, and that's really what matters. I thought the pitchers actually pitched fine. It was just more of the way the innings kept getting extended. But we found a way, and even this thing up, and we're just going to have to play better tomorrow if we want to win the series.
Questions for players?
Jacob, you hit your first 2 home runs as a Tiger. First of all, first home run and second home run, what did you see when you went up to bat?
I was just trying to be a lot more aggressive. I think yesterday we could say that we were too passive, and so that was the approach today as a team, was just to be more aggressive to the fastball, and so that's all I was trying to do.
Jack, after the loss last night, how tough was it to flip the switch and get right back, or easy was it to flip the switch and get right back at it today?
I think it's pretty easy for our team to flip the switch. Coach Bakich really helps us with our mental game and being able to forget about what happened yesterday and just fire us up for the game today.
Jacob, you're the first year here, but as an experienced guy, after yesterday, kind of as the ball was finding its way around the field, how important was it for you to step up and kind of lead the team today?
I think for everybody, just being present and just competing as well as you can is always the most important thing to think about while you're out there. Is if something doesn't go your way or doesn't go as planned, you just got to keep going and move on and just be present.
Any other questions for the players? All right, thank you, players. Question for Coach?
Coach, we talked about fielding a lot and trying to get the fielding percentage up to certain goals, and today just wasn't the best day for y'all fielding. So just I want to hear your overall thoughts about the errors today.
I don't even know if I have any words for you. I mean, it just. I mean, yesterday was a bit of an aberration. Today has to be. It better be an aberration today too. Otherwise, we're in big trouble. But that was just a horrendous showing of communication, of fundamentals, of playing catch, of making decision making. It's just we were just like caught in between. We're timid throwing across, and we were. We talk about going for no, and we talk about playing mentally free, and this will probably be a lot of what I talk about tomorrow. Like, the only way to play this game is your 10-year-old self, where you had a smile on your face and you weren't thinking about the outcome or the results. And so we have to just say, screw it, play mentally free like that 10-year-old that's mommy watch me, daddy watch this. And if we're going to make an error, then go for it. Just let's chuck it in the Seneca River. Let's not leave it short or worried about where it's going. Let's just let it eat. And if we make errors, we make errors, but let's make errors moving at full speed. And so that's where, as a coaching staff, we just have to, it was kind of the message there in the middle of the 8th inning, like, take a breath, loosen up, and play mentally free. And if we make mistakes, make them at full speed, not this, in between stuff. So our guys will make the adjustment. If it continues, I'll worry. I'm not worried right now because I think we'll make the adjustment and we'll get back to playing mentally free. It was what allowed us to catch fire last year and, that's our best version of ourselves out there once we do that, which we haven't even found yet. So it's a fun part of coaching is figuring out the identity of the team as we go, and we still have a lot of moving parts and moving pieces, and we still haven't found that, maybe that right combination yet, but we will.
It looked like the team came out with a lot of energy today. Were you happy with the response?
Yeah, I mean, they're a great group of kids. I know yesterday was like the lack of compete and lack of effort, and that just, that was a great lesson. You just can't take anyone lightly. You can't ever come out complacent. I blame myself for that one, just for a lot of reasons of just kind of our whole pregame routine just seemed to be off, and adjusted to the weather just wasn't the same, maybe same level of execution of how we do our routine. But I thought our guys got right back in there today, and win, lose, or draw, they were at least, ready to compete. Offensively, they were on go. It wasn't team take on the fastball down the middle today. They were ready to hit it. Doesn't mean we always did, but the level of compete was certainly better. And then it's just like we gotta toughen up to when things start to hit the fan to be able to put a stop to it on defense and not let one bad thing and turn into four bad things. So we'll get there. It's all part of Team 127 figuring out our identity.
Coming off of yesterday, kind of scuffling throughout the entire game today, how important was it for you to see the team bounce back repeatedly today?
Yeah, I mean, this conference is hard. We've got, that's a very good opponent in Kennesaw State. It's like there's no let up in the season. Everybody's good. Everyone that we're going to play is good. And so we're going to be tested throughout. So we just, the way that we will get mentally tough is to just be in these situations where we are, kind of knocked down, and it just calluses the mind once you've been through it enough and knocked down enough. And luckily today, we got knocked down a lot today, but we didn't have to learn the lesson in defeat, but we still have to learn that lesson. Like, you can't play this game timid. You can't play this game tentative. You have to play this game and just go for it and let it rip. And, the Little League version of our players, they weren't worried about what the people in the stands thought, or what the results were, or what comes next, or what the reward is. They just love to play. They love to compete. They love to do it with their friends. They love to have fun, and want to see a little bit more of that on defense.
What's it like to get the 3,000th win for this university?
I didn't know that. Brian Hennessy just told me that after the game, but I think that he said we're the 9th program to do it. I think it's a testament to all the great men and great teams that have come before us, and Team 127 to be a part of a milestone like that's really cool. But it's just a testament to how strong the program has been for a long time, and what the standard is of Clemson baseball. It's one of the blue bloods. It's one of the best historically, and will continue to be moving forward. And it's our duty to be a steward of that cultural tradition, and so making sure we're playing a certain way that people will be proud of, but also representative of the 3,000 victories that have come before us.
Any other questions for